Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to Season 2 of Breaking the Big Three with Genclerbirligi. But the question, as we start off this difficult second season, is, for how long? Welcome back everybody, Dodgy Gamer here, on the eve of Season 2. Now, if you'll remember from the end of Season 1, or if you haven't watched that already, go and catch up on the episodes, please. I got an ultimatum from the board. We ultimately finished 14th after my players just kind of went on holiday after we'd avoided relegation and made that safe. And the board said we want 8 points from the next 5 games. So the key thing, as we start this new season, is what are those first 5 games? So you see them up here. Could have been worse. I was fearful, if you recall, last season, if I just bring that up quickly. Last season that we started with Bursaspor, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, so we didn't want to start like that this year. So what have we got this time? Away to Kasimpasa is our first game, and that's going to be the featured game on today's video. Now that was the game we finished last season with, and we lost that without putting up much of a fight. So that's going to be a good yardstick for if we've managed to improve over the summer or not. Then we got an Ankara derby, Osmanlıspor at home. We got Alanyaspor away and Konyaspor at home. These are all teams that finished a few places above us. Most of the league finished above us, but these were mid-table sides last season, so there's a chance that we can do this. The thing we've got to watch out for is that 5th game. It's away to Trabzonspor, so we don't want that to be a game that we need a result from. So there's 8 points. I've got to try and get those in those first 4 games. If we go into that final game needing a win to get to 8 points, I might as well just resign on the spot. So looking at this, or the way I go for it, we've got to aim to win those 2 home games, Osmanlıspor and Konyaspor, and then hopefully we can pick up at least a point in each of the away ties. If we can sneak a win in one of those away ties, and then we can get to 9 points from those opening 4 games, that'll be great. The curious thing is, though, if I bring you up to the expectations, you see there my job status is insecure. Competitions, avoid relegation is the expectation. So the board are saying overall for this season we want you to avoid relegation. We'll be happy with that, but we want 8 points in the first 5 games, which is well above kind of relegation form, or avoiding relegation form. Okay, the media don't think much of our chances. They predict us to finish 14th again. So just to show you what's been going on. I do apologise, this video took longer than I anticipated to get out. I was aiming to get a video out for Wednesday, but I've forgotten how long pre-season can take sometimes, plus add in the fact that, as I'm going to show you a bit later, there were quite a few comings and goings within the squad, and then we had I played a lot of friendlies, and I was testing out some tweaks with the tactics and trying out some new things there. So that took a bit of time. So looking at those friendlies, as you can see, we didn't start off too well. Started off with 4 defeats, and this was as I was making changes to the tactics and I was bringing new players in, so it was a bit of a transitional period. The first game against Omania was rubbish. We were largely the same team as last season and largely the same kind of performance as last season. I was a bit cheeky putting a match with Trabzonspor, knowing that we'd be playing them in one of these crucial games. We only lost 1-0. They were the better team, but that was encouraging. Then we hosted Everton. I was impressed that we managed to get a couple of goals, so we weren't humiliated. We did lose, but I would say Everton are a team on the level of the likes of Galatasaray, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, and so on. So wasn't too disheartened by that defeat. Now here I'd started to kind of decide on my tactics a bit more, and we lost 1-0, but we should have won that game. We were the better team. Then we went on a mini tour of Austria and Italy, so a couple of lower league teams there. We got easy wins. Then similar story to that Plovdiv match, that with Mattersburg, who are a Premier League side in Austria, so I'm putting them, probably they're on a level with, you know, like mid-table in Turkey, and again we were the better team. We probably should have won that match, but we went down 2-1. Then away to Napoli. Now Napoli are probably better than the big three in Turkey, I would say, and it was only a 1-0 defeat. We played very well. We played a counter-attacking tactic, and I was very happy with that. And then back to Turkey, 3 wins. Now 2 of these are against lower league teams, but then again a cheeky little friendly against one of our early opponents, Osmanlıspor, where we got an encouraging win. So speaking of tactics, I've been working on this as a kind of away tactic, a 4-1-4-1, and I think this is doing okay. I wanted to bring these wingers in because, you know, we had that guy Berke Inal, I'll show you him in a moment, come through the youth system last season, so you know, he is a good player. We need him in the team. And then I had guys like Ahmet and Milinkovic, who kind of sat out most of the second half of the season when I was playing the wing backs, and those are good players, and they didn't kick up a fuss about not being in the team. So those are the kind of guys I like having around. So yeah, we've been playing a 4-1-4-1 counter, and I've also got this 4-4-2 I've been working on, and we played with this a couple of times as well. This is something that we can use in those home games, putting 2 people up front. Now both of them are on counter mentality, but I found my team were working with that a bit better. We were struggling when I tried counter mentality in tactics last season, but now I've got them kind of getting the ball, short passes, zipped out of defence, out to the wings, and that seems to be working much better. Excuse me, itchy nose. So in terms of transfers, there has been quite a bit of movement. So I'll show you, see, more players out than in. So we'll go over the outs first. A couple of guys I shipped out because they were bit part squad players. They were foreign players, so they were taking up some of that foreign quota. So those guys, Skekic and Skuletic, we waved them bye-bye. The fans on board were not happy. They thought I kind of sold them on the cheap a bit. Then a couple of other minor squad players either released or sold for minimal fees. Also San Martino, who I signed last season, he turned out to be a waste of time, so we sent him back to Italy. Then we had 3 transfers that I was a bit more reluctant about. Öztumer, now I brought him in last season, he's one of my signings, but then when I changed formation, I mean, he's perfect in that attacking midfielder role as an advanced playmaker, shadow striker, something like that, but I never managed to fit him into the formation, but he got unhappy about lack of playing time. Great Khalili, probably the best player in our squad. He was rated at 4 stars, but I decided ultimately he was inconsistent, and we had many games last season where if we were losing he looked uninterested, if we were winning or drawing he looked complacent, and he was a bad influence in the dressing room. So in the end I decided, okay, you can go. This one I was a bit more sad about. Elvis left us. Elvis has left the building because he also was unhappy. He wanted a new contract, but his agent was asking for silly money. So then teams started to make bids for him. He said he wanted to talk to them. So in the end I just cut my losses. There's another foreigner, so between him and the great Khalili, we opened up a couple more foreigner slots. Of the players I brought in, looking at the good side of things, you'll see a few more Turkish sounding names here. So a couple of signings thinking for the future, if I can keep my job that long. Aytaç Akkaya. Okay, here it is. He's a right back, and he looks pretty good for his age. He's got good potential. You can probably get up to 4 stars in terms of potential, so I'm happy with that. From Altenordu, who seem to be producing, I've got to keep an eye on them, they're producing a lot of youngsters that all the big clubs in the Super League are after. And also, here's a young goalkeeper that we got in from Besiktas. Again, good potential ability. They were selling him on the cheap. So we thought, why not? In case the Hoff gets the Huff, we've got some backup there. Then a name that followers of Turkish football over the last 10 to 12 years may know well, Sabri Saraoglu. Formerly of Galatasaray, you can see from his career history, played for Galatasaray for a very long time, won many trophies with them. Was at Göztepe last season. They of course got relegated, so he wanted to move on, so we've signed him as a right back. That gives us good options. Now, this is my favourite signing so far, Samet Kilic. We got him from Samsunspor in the league below us. Just the options he gives us, fantastic. I mean, he's young, he's 22, he's still got time to improve and reach his potential. But look, Mazzala, playmaker, central midfielder, deep lane playmaker, Carilello, he can play pretty much all of those positions in midfield. That's going to give us so many options, and then, if needs be, he could do a job, cover for injuries or whatever, or in defensive midfield, or drop him back if we need to go defensive. He could also take on a wide role or an attacking midfield role, so he's just going to give us so many options, and I'm very happy we fended off quite a few big clubs to get his signature, and I think he probably came here because he's expecting a lot of first team football. We also brought in this guy, Kajar, I guess, Kajar. Similar thing to Kilic, that he can play pretty much anywhere in the centre of the pitch. He can also fulfill that segundo volante role if we want to get a bit fancy later on. So he's a bit more experienced. Look at that, 25 caps for Serbia. He's 31 years old, so I'm looking at getting him to mentor a few of the youngsters in the team while he's here. And to shore up the defence a bit, we brought in Matt Mills. We got him on a free from Nottingham Forest. So again, he's experienced, 32 years old. So we'll be looking for him to give us a bit of a better option in defence. I'm still not happy with the defence, to be honest. My two first choice centre backs, one of them's a bit inconsistent, and the other one's a Marias who keeps complaining, but I couldn't sell him. So we brought in another guy, and I think he should provide us a good option. And then this signing I wasn't too sure about. He's not a great player, but just to give us another option up front or on the wings, this guy Serginho. I brought him in on a trial. He impressed. He looked pretty good. He was only in the one match, but he looked pretty good, and I signed him. The fans were very happy that we signed him. So there you go. That's the transfer roundup done. We've looked at the first 5 fixtures. I'll just show you the dynamics. So dynamics are much better. This was all red last season. So shipping out those guys like Khalili and Elvis and Öztumer, the ones who are unhappy and kicking up a fuss, we've managed to get rid of them. So that's improved the dressing room atmosphere. We've built up a good bit of match cohesion over pre-season, and the support for the manager is now much better than it was at any point last season. You can still see, though, as I mentioned, those two centre-backs, so Lucas Claro and Polytechnic, they're both asking to leave. Polytechnic wants a new deal, but again, he wants stupid money, and his agent's refusing to discuss anything at the moment. And Claro thinks he's had too many promises broken. That was the thing I talked about last season, where he asked for a new contract. I offered him a new contract, he refused. Offered him another new contract, he refused. And then he says, hey, you didn't offer me a new contract. Yeah. But we weren't able to get rid of him. And Diamanti, the Italian, he wants first team football. He hasn't played well when we've put him in. He's got a year to go on his contract. I couldn't sell him. Tried to list him for a free, but he's not an influential player in the dressing room, so I'm not too worried about that. A quick look at the hierarchy then. So no team leaders, because of course at the tail end of last season the captain Urchifji walked out of the club at the end of his contract. But of the highly influential players, Hoff, Mariki and Öztürk, they all support me. That's good. And then of the new signings, Sabri Saraoglu obviously is a well-known name and an experienced name in Turkish football. He also supports me, so that's great. And then in that secondary layer of influential players, more of them support me. This is interesting. Lucas Claro supports me. I did make him club captain to try and kind of cheer him up a bit. And then he started to support me, but his agent still tells me to get lost anytime I try to open contract talks. So yeah, I'm not sure how that works. But I like this number. 0 players oppose you. So hopefully that improved atmosphere in the dressing room is going to lead to improved performances this season. So speaking of that, our first game today away to Kasimpasa. Enough talking from me. I'll see you in a few moments for the action. Now welcome back, and here we are ready for that first game of the big five instead of the big three that I need to save my job. So as you see, the home side Kasimpasa are the favourites. Just show you the team. So this is what I've picked for today. There was a new signing after I finished that first part of the pre-season roundup, and looking at that, I clicked continue, and then I got a transfer to confirm. So we brought in this guy from Germany. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his surname. I'll give him a nickname soon enough. Cheetos will probably be a good one. His team were relegated, and for that reason he requested to be transferred, and we picked him up. So he looks like a decent option to me. He's in his prime at 28, and the fans think now we've got too many centre-backs, but I think, good, if Claro kicks up a fuss about leaving again, we can send him off, or we can bench him and drop him down to the under-21s without too much fuss. I did forget, I said I was going to show you Berke Inal, my young prodigy, but I forgot to do it, so here we go. As you can see, look, 16 years old. This kid is 16 years old from last season's youth intake, but for 16 he looks fantastic. I mean, he's already the best left winger we've got. Not playing today because he did pick up an injury in pre-season, which I wasn't too bothered about actually, because PSG had got him on their radar. They'd started to sniff around this hot young talent, and then once he got injured, their interest disappeared. So hopefully we get to keep him. I was a bit worried that we were going to lose him, having only been able to use him as a substitute a couple of times last season. So I'm itching to get him back in the team. I think I can expect big things from him. I've also got this guy who was already at the club when I joined as a right winger, 17 years old. He's got a bit more work to do than Berke Inal to reach his full potential. That's the dream I always have in Football Manager, these homegrown prospects, so I could potentially have 2 of them here on either wing, and they are the main reason why I've gone back to this kind of 4 men across the middle of the park, using the wingers again instead of the wing backs. So this is our lineup for today. So from the new guys, yeah, the new defender we just signed is straight into the team in central defence. Sabri is also making his full debut for us at right back. And apart from that, these are all guys we had last season, which I don't know if that bodes well or not, but we've got rid of some of the sulkers, so that's good. And I'm trying to tighten up the defence a bit, so my fullbacks, or the wing backs here, they're on a defend duty. I've made my defensive midfielder into a halfback, so, and then I want this structured, so I want this to be like a solid 5-man defensive unit and a 5-man more attack-minded unit, and hopefully that's going to do the business for us. I guess we're going to find out shortly. So let's... I have too many foreign players in the matchday squad, so we're just going to remove one of those. Excuse me a moment while I do that. We'll bring Dimanti out. I only put him on the bench because I felt sorry for him. Okay, squad numbers. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, squad numbers. Just pick whatever's available for you. There you go. Your preferred numbers have already gone. Tough. Show us why you deserve them. Okay, finally we get onto the match. So, okay, they're lining up. They've got 2 defensive midfielders, so I'm hoping then we can take control of this gap in their midfield. Just have to also hope that Ranti is not too isolated against this 6-man bank. Oh, they're playing Elvis up front. I hope that transfer doesn't come back to haunt us. And also this guy in defence, Gunther. Pretty much every Super League team was after him in the summer. He was a free agent, hot young prospect, and they got him. We did have a contract offer in for him, but we were beaten to the punch. Okay, so what are we going to tell the team? So I say we owe Kasimpasa after what happened in our last match. Okay, good reaction, even from players who were not at the club during that last match. Okay, tunnel interview. Ali Mozturk just being rested. Day 1 of the season. He's being rested. Transfer window. Yeah, wouldn't rule anything in or out. Some more play here, some more play there. Can we get off to a winning start? Never helpful to speculate. Never helpful to speculate. I've got a match starting. Got a match starting. Can we stop the... No comment. Okay, I don't have anything to say. Let's just start the match. What was that? That was longer than a press conference. Okay, so we start off. Ooh, I like the way we're stroking the ball around there. Good start to the season, boys. Oh, maybe spoken. Oh, you're joking. You've got to be kidding me. We've given away a penalty 2 minutes into the first match of the season. Keeper went the right way, but he couldn't stop it. Trezeguet's not David Trezeguet. It's some other Brazilian guy called Trezeguet. That was stupid. I mean, why did you kick the guy in the back of the knees when he was receiving a throw-in? Oh no, this is going from bad to worse. Come on, guys. Oh no. They're all looking frustrated now. Oh, come on. Come on, the last few matches in pre-season were better than this. Elvis comes back to haunt us. Oh, this is not good. This is not a good start. We could be looking for a new club. And if we get sacked, I'll just look for another job in Turkey. And oh my God, they're all over us. Okay, Sabri just boots it. Okay, come on. Let's get something. Let's get a goal back before half-time. Come on. Okay, Claro. Nice. I don't know what Ahmet was... Oh, but... Yes! Okay. Ranti gets one back. Okay, Ahmet, I'm going to forgive you. I was about to curse you for your poor header. Let's just look at that again. I mean, this from Claro. Fantastic ball. That's what we want our defenders doing. Ahmet just kind of heads it without thinking about it, but that's what my defenders normally do. What their guy Youssef did there. Thankfully, we've pulled one back. Okay, can we make it 2-2 before half-time? Come on, I'm going to encourage you guys. Come on, guys. Be encouraged. Dees has been injured. Okay, time to bring on Kacha for his debut. Is he? He's better suited. I don't really want a ball-winning midfielder there, but maybe. God, let's put him on. Okay, he's going to join in the counter-attack. Hopefully, it's just going to be a better use of him. Any idea what's up with potential knee injury? Doesn't sound good. Okay, sloppy start. So I'm going to have to tell him that I'm not happy with that. Okay, everyone's fired up except for Sabriolu, who's just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, Kaja's frustrated. He's been on the pitch for like 5 minutes. But okay, let's send them out. Bit of encouragement straight off the bat. Try not to mess with the tactics too much because I kind of only just settled on them. This is not good. This is not good. Come on, let's get one back straight away. Okay, Sabri. Sabri, you should not be that far up the pitch. And now you've left a gap for Elvis. Okay, good play, Claro. Good play. Claro, I like you now. That's much better stuff from you. Okay, good. Just keep going. When we push a guy off the ball like that, we end up giving away a penalty. Oh my God, how did that not go in? But then they push us off the ball all the time and just win it off us. Oh, come on, get back. That's it, Kajar. Good play. There we go. Okay, let's turn this into a good attack. Yeah, Ilhan on a run and just gets dispossessed. Ooh, Claro with a juicy, meaty sliding tackle. Nearly gave them a goal, but at least stuff's happening. Come on, guys. Okay, we've got to look at making subs now. Okay, so obviously the defenders are not performing well. Also, Baddy's a bit disappointing there. But what are we going to do here? Baddy's been disappointing, but I do, seeing as we've already had to bring on Kajar, I don't really have anyone to put in there, which is something we need to address. Okay, I think bringing the new guy straight into defence was a mistake. So we're going to bring on Mills, and then we need to look at some of our instructions here. Okay. Should we just go for a bit more direct passing? Let's clear the ball out to the flanks. Yeah, I'm happy for them to run at the defence. Try and close down the keeper a bit. Let's go a bit wider. And see what that does for us. Nice, Hoff. No messing around there. Okay, Milinkovic hits the early cross to Ranti, and Ranti's in, and he's got it. There we go. That's more what I was talking about. Come on, there's still time. 20 minutes. We can pull this back. Oh, we haven't made the tactical changes yet. Okay, we'll still make them. And nothing's happening. Right. Okay. Nothing's happening, so wait a minute. I want to make changes before I make a sub. So what are we going to do here? Okay, Baddy, let's push you forward. Okay, I think Baddy can go in to more of an attacking role. Actually, can we do him? No, let's make him Trequartista. Let's put these guys onto attack as well. I need something a bit more attacking here, I think. Those are the best suited roles for them. Okay, we're into the final 10 minutes, so let's push our wingers up. Ooh, let's make him an advanced playmaker. Yes. And Ilhan. Actually, I can switch these guys both play on either wing just as well. So Ahmet, attacking winger. Milinkovic. Let's put you on as an inside forward. You can do that. Let's get these guys on attack. That's a preferred position for them anyway. Let's just throw everything at them and make this a bit more fluid, and we're gonna go for a route one, pump the ball into the box, shoot on sight, early crosses, all that stuff. Let's go with float crosses, and we're going to put Shaban on, sorry, because he is a big guy. I'm going to put Shaban on as our target man. Okay, come on. Let's have this do something. Push forward. Nothing's happening still. Come on. I need this goal for my job. And, okay, boot it. Yes. That's what we like. Shaban is on out wide, which I don't like, but okay. It's back to Shaban. Oh, he knocks it out wide. Come on. Come on, let's make this 3-3. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! We did it! Shaban, you did it. Okay. Calm down. Okay, let's make tactical changes first. How do I... Is there just an undo button? Can I just undo everything I did a moment ago? No, I can't. Oh, dear. Okay, Kaja, let's have you back. Back there. Baddie, you go back. You go back. Yeah, you go back. You're just going to be a support winger. Okay, support winger for you as well. Baddie, you are going to sit tight. And support you guys back onto defend. Defend. Okay, confirm those changes, and I can't do the shouts yet. Okay, I just want to delay the final few moments by watching that again. Yeah, Ilhan knocks it in. Milinkovic knocks it down to Shaban. Fantastic stuff. Okay, let's just tighten it up. And come on, blow the whistle, ref. Thank you. Oh, okay. We just about got the point. We just about survived that. 90 plus 3. Oh, we came back from 3-1 down. So you've got to give the players credit for that. You've got to give them a lashing for that start to the match, that first quarter hour or so. But okay, what can I tell them? That you've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. The guys I subbed off are happy with that. Okay. Alright then, so, okay, what do we do here? We got the draw. That's good. Let's have a look at Kemal Isai. 2 months out. That is not good. That is not good. Okay, well, I'll look into that once this episode's ended. There's still time to play around in the transfer market if needed. Maybe a loan signing can come in there. Alright, we got a point in quite dramatic fashion, so I'm going to end the episode there. In terms of where we go next, I haven't decided yet. Should I make the next episode the next 2 matches? See if we can get this... Well, we obviously can't get the 8 points thing up. Even if we win both of them, we'll be on 7. So yeah, I'll probably go for Konya Trabzon for the next episode. So make sure you join me for that. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you again soon.